Guys, I am not joking. What are we doing in today's video? I have to replace Simba's AA batteries. That's right, Simba has batteries. A lot of people probably didn't know that. That's why he can keep going and going and going. Right, Simba? You're just cracking all over the place, huh? That's right. We're going to go here inside Simba's skin. Oh gosh. This is his skin. Just get in close. Get the camera in close. Gotta get in there. No camera tricks, one take. Simba's AA battery. No, really guys, what's going on here? Simba's shedding. It's got a huge pocket of stuck shed here that we're gonna just peel off in one beautiful crunchy video for you guys. But first, why don't we remove the AA battery? That's what we did. So we follow up from that last video, and you know, I talked about, no, we don't need this in here anymore. So, you know, I showed that video, Simba was shedding and he was feeling down, and even when I watch him sleep through his security camera that's in his tank, he has rough nights. He opens his mouth all the way, he's stretching, he's constantly rubbing on things like this, and that can just make them go raw. So let's look at his progress. Oh, we've got some breakage here and breakage here. Some fresh cracking taking place right there. This huge piece I took off earlier. It's right here. Yeah, look at that. Paste it right back on. But what is going on with him? So I told you in that video he's shedding, but I don't know, some people, and guys, by the way, I appreciate all the comments. There'll be another keyword that you're going to leave in this video, this peeling video, but he's just shedding. He's not sick. He's just shedding, so he feels uncomfortable. But I've seen people talk about, oh, my lizard was shedding, and we started giving him all this medication, or the vet gave him this medication. Guys, especially if they're not eating when they're shedding, you don't want to load them on medication if you don't need to. Now, Simba has barely eaten since the last video. And if you look now, he looks nice and plump. He looks a little overweight, actually. But last video, he looked a little skinny. And that's because he pushes out all his air and he really shrinks himself down for short periods of times before he sucks in all this air to blow himself out. And he's doing that to try to loosen the skin. So you can't panic either that he's underweight or overweight during the shedding process. You can tell he's still not fully himself, although he's better. This is fine, Simba? Yes, we're doing good. Because they're trying to loosen the skin. So how do you know if your lizard's overweight or underweight? You have to weigh them. You have to know what they weigh, and you have to weigh them. But how do you keep them okay during the shedding process? You know, you don't do all these medicines. You don't do this. If the lizard will eat, great. But if the lizard's not eating, the lizard should still be drinking, especially when they're shedding. So I always offer Simba water just like this. And we will typically move it around as he flicks his tongue, and eventually his tongue will hit the water like that, and he'll be like, oh, fresh water? And then he'll hydrate himself. I wasn't forcing his mouth into it. And then if you get it in really close, he does this, where he starts sucking it in. And so that's the best you can do. So a lot of lizards, people will be like, they're dry shedders, you shouldn't get them wet. Yeah, I'm still soaking Simba every day, but you should do that to make the shed easier. But the biggest thing is you can't let them dehydrate. So you gotta keep them hydrated by offering water, even though he's got a huge water bowl over there, and he goes in a clean bathtub. But you know, maybe if I'm laying in the bathtub and I take a poop and pee, and I probably don't want to drink that water. Probably the same thing with him. Because Simba is very spoiled, he loves to drink fresh, clean water. Not water that he lays in or poops in, or that Nala lays in and poops in. So the other day, Simba was drinking like this, and Nala was basking, and she saw him drinking, and she was fascinated. She's like, what is this? What is this water source? And then she came, and now she's addicted to drinking from the clean water as well. So it's the trouble you start. Once you start offering clean water, you're going to have to give them clean water. Let's go ahead and peel this shed, though. Okay, so what did we do there? We removed huge portions of shed, but remember, everything we removed was already ready to shed. It was already detached completely, and we actually went to areas and still left a little bit of detached skin, because you don't want to pull shed that's not ready. That's just how you'll injure him. So sure enough, you know, it feels scratchy for him and things like that. But yeah, he's good. He's just shedding, and we've just taken off a bunch of shed, and you can tell areas that bend and move, his elbows, his knee joints. The skin was cracked there on the outside here, because this is where he breathes. But yeah, look at all this. Look at this. There's a whole nother lizard here. And he's not even halfway shedded. Look, his whole tail's not done. Well, hopefully you feel better, Simba. And hopefully you guys are all right with this update video. Let's go over the key word. The secret word in today's video is chameleon. That's right. Leave a comment with nothing else in it but the word chameleon. And then you can also leave me your normal comments in another comment. We'll see who stuck around to this part of the video to leave the magic word in the comments. As always, leave a like. It helps so much. YouTube actually will maybe feature the video a little bit more. Everyone who subscribes, you're awesome. People who donate to the rescue on Patreon, thank you so much for helping me continue to educate people, rehabilitate reptiles, get them adopted out, get them taken care of, pay vet bills for reptiles, things like that. Your money goes a long way, and I'm always touched that I even get anything. So even when I see someone join who only donates $1, to me, that just means the entire world, because that's just incredible that people have $1 that they want to help support these scaly creatures, because they're not cats, they're not dogs. I don't have one of those, you know, sad commercials on TV with their sad faces, even though we could clearly do it sometimes. All right, guys. So I think, what is it? Next week is the live stream. Remember, if you don't catch my live streams, the last Saturday of every single month is a live stream. I sit there and I give channel updates. I answer a bunch of the frequently asked questions that have appeared since the last live stream. And then, as always, I showcase reptiles while I'm doing it. And the people who are there in the chat, you know, there's no question is a stupid question. Go ahead, ask questions. It doesn't matter if it's been answered before. I'll answer it. And also, people in the chat are so helpful. So thanks, guys. Take care.